Hello, tapped in souls, and welcome back to another day of a life-changing expansion. Today, we will be applying all that we have learned in level 1 and 2 to now become the commander of our reality. I trust that you have had a lot of fun stretching your comfort zone in creating safety and doing your soul shift challenge by honoring those desires and boundaries. Congratulations on making it happen. Now is the fun stuff. We have all heard that our thoughts create reality. Some people have deeply dived into the law of attraction, while others into positive affirmation, and for some people, they may just believe the placebo effect. When it comes to tapping, I personally like to draw upon Dr. Emoto's work. He said that water is the blueprint of our reality and that emotional vibrations and energy could change its physical structure. He showed that water exposed to positive speech or thought created visually pleasing ice crystals, and that negative intentions displayed ugly ice formations. Considering our bodies are made up of 60% water, it would then make sense that not only are our conscious thoughts affecting our physical reality, but more importantly, our unconscious thoughts, since they control 95% of our reality. In tapping, we work on both levels, the conscious mind and the unconscious mind. In doing this, we are able to change the vibrational pattern in our bodies of water. When we personally change, we show up differently, we see the world through new eyes, and we feel a deeper peace and ease in our life. Today, we will look at one very pervasive mindset that can sabotage our ability to command reality, and that is the victim mindset. The victim mindset will constantly blame reality, people, environments, and circumstances for its challenges. It is understandable to feel like a victim, especially when your free will has been taken away or you've been betrayed. However, remaining the victim can disempower us, and we risk getting caught in a loop for days, weeks, or even years playing that same story of why me. This tap will support you in rising above your story and choosing to take your power back. Are you ready? Let's begin. Let's take a moment now to massage underneath our collarbone right here and tune into an area of your life where you feel like you don't have control, where you feel like your control has been taken away. Something's not working out the way you want it to work out, and you have no control over that situation. I want you to take a moment just to feel into what that is for you right now. And as you tune into the lack of control around this, on a scale of 0 to 10, how intense does that feel? How uncomfortable is it? How much are you struggling, and how much do you believe that it's out of my control? And then repeating after me as we move through this script, feel free to change the words to match yours if it's different. Tapping the center of the chest, even though this hasn't been working out for me. And then just go on a little rant. Tell me what it is that's been happening that isn't working out, that's out of your control. Tapping between the brows. And what does that make you feel when it's not working out? It makes me feel frustrated, angry, overwhelmed, hopeless, helpless. What does that make you feel? It makes me feel... Tapping the temples, because it's not working out. Tapping the cheeks, and I've been struggling here. And I've been thinking, what? What have you been thinking about this? It's too hard, my needs don't matter, it's impossible, it's all their fault, I am the victim, it's unfair, why me, I'm stuck. Tune into what you've been thinking. I've been thinking, tell me what that is. about, and tell me what the area is. Tapping underneath the nose, and that makes me feel what? What does that make you feel when you're thinking those thoughts? I feel disempowered. Tapping underneath the lips, I feel, tell me what else you've been feeling with all of this struggle. And let's just, for a moment, give ourselves some compassion and some understanding for the struggle around it, that it's just not working out the way you want it to. And just hold it in some love right now. Hold it in some compassion. Hold it in some empathy that it's been really hard and it's out of your control. And take a big, deep breath into that. Release a big sigh. And feeling that intensity just dropping slightly. Tapping the center of the chest. Even though this has been really hard. And going back to that intensity level that's been really hard for you. I love and deeply accept myself. Tapping the front of the ribs exactly as I am. Tapping the side of the ribs, and I forgive myself for struggling here. It's possible I can move forward though. Tapping the top of the head. Now, for a moment, I want you to feel if there's any blame, because we're talking about the victim consciousness, and the victim consciousness can be a little slippery, right? Sometimes it might be really strong, like, I blame you for this. And other times we might just say, oh, well, there's not enough money to do that, or, well, they don't really care about my needs, so I can't get that. And we might have subtler excuses for why we're not having the reality we want. But in reality, those excuses are what's blocking you from what you want. Those excuses put you in a disempowered place because they hold a belief that it's not possible. And the belief that it's not possible holds you back from the possibility. So tune into any belief around the outside world and why the outside world is telling you that it's not possible and I can't have it and it's just not going to happen and I can't do anything about it. And just feel into any part of you that has bought into that belief. Perhaps you've had someone's really strong opinion in your ear saying, no way. But they're beliefs at the end of the day. And you get to choose your beliefs, not the world around you and not the circumstances around you. You choose. So tune into any part of you that has been a victim to reality right now. And just feel what that victim reality feels like. Is there shrinking? Is there hiding? Is there dragging your feet? What does that feel like right now to be the victim? And just hold it in so much love and compassion right now for believing that story. I forgive myself for believing what? Tapping the temples. It's possible, it's not true. Even though I've been believing, what have you been believing about reality and what's possible? I love and deeply accept myself. Tapping the cheeks, exactly as I am. And I can keep believing this if I want to. But part of me doesn't want to believe this anymore. Take a long, deep breath in, release a big sigh. Beautiful. Tapping underneath the nose. Part of me wants to be the commander of my reality. Tapping underneath the lips. Part of me wants to command my reality. Tapping the center of the chest. I want to command my reality. It's possible I can be the commander of my reality. Even though it hasn't been working out. Feel into anything, any excuses that are finally there. I can keep these excuses if I want to. And for a moment, just feel the excuse, feel how the excuse makes you feel how you shrink, feel how your energy gets lower, feel how your motivation shrinks when the outside world is in control. And just imagine yourself believing that for another 10 years. Just put yourself in that for another 10 years. That, oh, I can't do that because of this reason. How does that feel in your body 1 year from now? Feel the heaviness, feel the intensity. What does the texture feel like in your body? Feel it for another 1 year. What's happening in your life if you just keep dragging that on for another year and keep playing small? Tapping the front of the ribs. Now let's go deeper. Imagine holding on to that energy of why me for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, 8 years, 9 years, 10 years. Imagine holding on to that sluggish, why me energy for your whole life. It just doesn't work out for me. It's not possible. My needs don't matter. I don't have enough of this. It's too hard. All of that. I want you to feel into your body right now what that would feel like in your body if you held onto it for your whole life. Let's be real. This is all part of the acknowledgement, right? Because whatever you're holding on to right now, why would you not let that go? If you're going to hold on to it right now, you might hold on to it for the rest of your life. Tapping the side of the ribs. So feel that right now. Imagine yourself on your deathbed. Feel yourself. Close your eyes. You're sitting there. You're laying there on your deathbed and you carried that with you your whole life. And it weighed on your body. It weighed on your inner power. It weighed on your potential, your belief in yourself and the value of creation and the possibilities available to you in every moment. But it weighed on you so you never opened up fully. You believed that story so you never tapped in. And how does that feel in your body? Feel it. Let yourself feel it in your body right now. Perhaps it is what's holding you down. Lean into the weight of that. Feel what it felt emotionally if you held that for your whole life. And all the excuses that came with that your whole life. And now intensify that by 75%. Like, let it be so uncomfortable right now. So overwhelming right now on your deathbed. You had it your whole life. And now imagine it, intensify it by 100%. You're coming up to your final breath right now and you're not going to let it go. You're going to continue to think that it's impossible and that your life wasn't going to do that. And lean into that right now and take a big, deep breath into all of that weight, all that you've been carrying, all that story, all the excuses, all of the shutting down, all of the why me, all of it's not my time, all of that. Take a big, deep breath into all of that. Fill it up with your prana right now. And release a big sigh, drop your jaw wide open. Tapping between the brows, fill up your whole system with bright light right now, with so much life force. Release it out, take a big deep breath, release a sigh. Good. Tapping the temples. I do not want to carry this with me. Tapping the cheeks. I can let it go now. Tapping underneath the nose, I'm stepping into my soul power. Tapping underneath the lips, I am commanding my reality now. I am commanding with my inner power. And nothing can stop me. Feel that. Feel the power and the magnificence that is your soul. That nothing can get in your way. Because you came here for a reason. To express the gifts, the love, the joy, the power in your being. Take a long, deep breath into that. Release a big sigh. Tapping the front of the ribs. I am choosing. What are you choosing to believe right now about what you can do? I am choosing to believe. Tapping the side of the ribs because it is true. My soul is choosing this, and I can have a lot of fun doing it, right? So why not make it fun? So I want you to imagine now that this is so natural, this is so easy, this thing that your soul is calling in, this thing that you're here to do is so much fun. And I want you to imagine yourself really enjoying it now. That it's playful and that you are the creator of your reality and that it is that power that's moving you forward. See that in your own life right now. What does that feel like when you allow that to guide you? Top 3 positive emotions. It makes me feel. What does it make you feel? Happy, joyful, alive, alert, powerful. What does it make you feel? It makes me feel. Tapping the temples. Tapping the cheeks, I can do this. Tapping underneath the nose, I was born to do this. Tapping underneath the lips, and I'm going to do it now. Nothing is stopping me. Take a long, deep breath into that space. Release a sigh. Beautiful. Place one hand on your belly, one hand on your chest. Take another big deep breath. Fill up all of that soul power right now. Release another sigh. Tuning into the intensity where you were at the start of the session and how you feel now. Has the number gone down? Let's move into your soulful next steps. Take a moment to feel what you are now commanding into your reality. It may be one word or a few words. Now add it to that amazing soul map of yours. Plus, as always, take some time to journal your discoveries. And remember, you can always come back to this video and do it as many times as you like until you feel complete. This is the last day of level 2, safety. As a way to wrap up this level, head on over to your workbook and write down how you are feeling in your inner safety and what this level has taught you about your life and tapping. Also, let the tribe know, what have you learned about yourself on the quest so far? Tomorrow we open up the gates to level number 3, which will truly be a breath of fresh air after all the hard work. It is all about creating simplicity in your life. This is personally one of my favorite levels to practice, as I've discovered so much joy from this practice, and I'm so excited to share it with you tomorrow. I'll see you then. Bye for now.